But now, B, I think it's time for us to talk about another classic project. J. Cole's 2014 Forest Hills Drive.
This is not a classic.
B, what? What?
This is not a classic.
I think this is one of those Carter 3 situations, besides Carter 3 being Carter 3, where it has a classic moment surrounding it.
I don't get
and
the
what
moment.
it done and what it done for J. Cole.
His friends gave him the moment, bro. This album was not good. I don't even think it's not a classic, bro.
So B, 2014 Forest Hills Drive. Who doesn't know J. Cole? Well, this is the second time technically in the Rolodex since we was able to review his one project that came out while we was filming the show. So that was dope. But now we're talking about another project of his that it's funny because you put this on the docket super early on the in us actually forming the show right here. He's like, oh, we gotta talk about this in Logic. You brought him in Logic up. I'm just like, I was like, yeah. And so, we're here talking about it now. 2014 Forest Hills Drive, I'm gonna be real. I might come off biased in this review because I have such a nostalgic tie to this album to where it's like, I remember going out to go buy this album. Because back then, whatever the stands are called now, I was a stan of Drake and J. Cole back then.
Yeah.
Kendrick, I wasn't on the stan wave yet on him. I love Kendrick's music. And I was one of those people, you guys listen to Kendrick? Like, you guys listen to Kendrick?
Yeah.
Like, I was one of them guys. Like, I was one champion the big three before they were really, really, really the big three they are now. And J. Cole's one of the ones where I'm just like, I didn't get to buy Born Center, but I'm going to buy 2014 Forest Hills Drive. I think Born Center came out, and I didn't have money at the time. 2014, and during that time, allegedly, we downloaded some of the music. So I actually went to Best Buy, I believe, Cedar Hill. I remember it, going to go buy the CD. I'm like, oh, finally, I get to buy a J. Cole CD. And I'm not going to lie. When this first came out, I loved this. I was like, J. Cole got it. Because back then, I hated Born Center. I don't know why I hated Born Center. Because there was to be so many tracks I go back to that. It was the singles that really blinded me to really liking Born Center, which I think is his best project. Well, no, Friday Night Lights is. Going back to this, and like I said, back when this first came out, I loved this. I'm like, oh, this is it. No skips, no nothing. Earlier this year, after My Delete Later came out, and Kendrick, not Kendrick, Kendrick came out with his verse on Like That. I'm like, oh, J. Cole's coming out. He's going to be ready. This is right before that. I listened to all his projects again. All the projects on streaming. I'm like, dang, I like Born Center more than Forest Hills Drive. I'm like, what happened to Forest Hills Drive? It's like, it's not hitting like it used to be. Listen to it again. Listen to it multiple times for this review. Had a little bit of nostalgia bias because J. Cole dropping all his his mixtapes on streaming. I'm like, okay, maybe I was tripping on Forest Hills Drive early this year. But I heard Friday Night Lights again. So I'm just like, okay, let me hear 2014 Forest Hills Drive. Listen to it, I'm just like, ooh. I'm like, I had this album gassed up in my head. I'm like, I really had this gassed up. It's not a bad project. But this did start a curse. And to me, this started a bad run in J. Cole's discography. Because this album gassed up his self-produced, self-rapped, no features. This started that trend with this.
Oh, he went platinum with no features. So what?
Yeah, this, For Your Eyes Only, and KOD. This started all that. And I'm just like, this was a gift, but it was also a curse. And so going into this project B, going back into it again, I don't love it like that. I even made a tweet earlier today. I said 2014 Forest Hills Drive is top 5 J. Cole. And I hate to say it like this. It's not spots 1 through 4. And I'm including mixtapes as well.
Yeah.
This is number 5 out of his discography. I remember I used to have this at number 1. I went through this year.
You could keep.
Well, I never included the mixtapes. But I'm so sad that I had to come to this realization, listen to this album. Going through it, I like January 28th. The thing with J. Cole is this album is a bit more airy and atmospheric, less rapping. And me back then, I'm like, oh, J. Cole's a lyrical monster. Not gonna lie to you. Nothing went over my head on this album. Nothing. Very simplistic rapping. He fooled me. And this is how I was able to know that he was fooling you guys all these years too. All he does is rap in full sentences. That's all he do. He raps grammatically correct. That's how he fooled you. He just puts more words in there. He's not really saying anything profound.
What's this song? Neighbors Think I'm Selling Dope.
That was on For Your Eyes Only.
Yeah, that was on For Your Eyes Only. I was looking for that song.
That song's called Neighbors.
That's Neighbors. I'm like, what Neighbors at? Oh yeah, that's on For Your Eyes.
And so I go to January 28th. Do you wanna? And then it starts off the album. Well, even though it's the intro to January 28th. Then we got Wet Dreams. I'm just like, And I remember I seen people posting a clip of Eve saying, "Oh yeah, J. Cole's actually this was supposed to be on like a mixtape or whatever, but he wanted to say this for this album." And I'm just like, I'm like, he should have put that out because when it first came out, I was a bit uncomfortable listening to the song because he's basically talking about getting his first. He's
I ain't never done this before now.
And I listen to it now, especially as an older adult. I'm just like, I don't want to hear this. Like, I didn't want to hear it now. I definitely don't want to hear it now.
Yeah. He said something about in the podcast why he does the corny music and corny lines because of like Kanye West. It always stuck out to him, so that's why he do that type.
I guess for me, when it comes to Kanye, when it's corny by Kanye, it's a bit jokey with it.
Yeah.
When Cole do it, he thinks he's being corny. He thinks he's being on the nose, but it's like, no, you just look bad corny.
Yeah.
Like, it just looks ill corny. Not like
like
corny.
Kanye is funny. Like you can laugh.
Yeah. Like it's like
J.
a
Cole.
irony in the corner.
It's like I don't even know if I laugh at a J. Cole joke.
Damn.
That's his personality.
We get to one of
For
my
me,
favorite
I don't know
songs.
you personally, bro.
Yeah.
Just saying.
For me, we get to one of my favorite songs, "03 Adolescence," where he's talking about, living in the city, aspiring to be one of the drug dealers' friends that he has, aspiring to be like one of them. Mm-hmm. Basically, he's like, "No, Negro, I want to be you." And I'm just like, I like it.
But I want to be you.
But going into the song, this isn't like, it's standard storytelling for me, to where it's like, I get the concept, I get the story, but the imagery just isn't really all there for me. And I hate that because this is one of my favorite songs on the album. Even going back to it, still, this is one of my favorite songs on the album. I don't know what this says about the rest of the album.
It's the best song on the album.
It's one of my favorites. To me, it depends on what you're looking for in the album. Because storytelling wise, to me, I think he hits all notes in terms of like songs on here. He hits the girlies. He hits a soft, girly kind of like song with "Love Yours." Women love that song. I've seen women on TikTok love that song. He has a song like "GOMD" or "Fire Squad" where he's on his braggadocious rap. He has no role models. The radio track. Fire Squad is also kind of like a radio track. Saint Tropez, he kind of has like the vibey track. To me, J. Cole has a lot of variety on here, and while it doesn't always stick or land for me, I enjoy a good amount of it. I like Tale of Two Cities, but it don't hit for me like it used to. Hands in the air, trust it. Hands in the air. Well, I'm gonna get rich. What? Look at me, my Negro. I'm just like, this don't hit the same. I'm like, why don't it hit the same?
It never hit for me. I never liked this album. If we want to get to my stuff, I never liked this album, B. I can't hold it in no more. I always talk trash about this album. Mm-hmm. I wanted to like this album so much, and I just didn't. It never hit for me. This is when I had to realize that I just don't like J. Cole no more. He don't do it for me. Like, bro, Born Sinner, I gave him a pass.
What about Skyline Story?
I don't like that. I don't like his debut album.
Well, you said you gave him a pass for Well, you skipped over Skyline Story. That's
because I don't even count that as a debut. It was it could have been. It should have been Friday Night Lights. I didn't like that album. It had some tracks on there, yeah, that I like, but nah, Mr. Nightwatch trash. Bro, this project, bro, I listened to it again just because I wanted to hear it with 30-year-old ears. Still felt the same. I listened to this album so many times when it came out just to understand why people like it. Bro, only like one song on here, and that's 03 Adolescence.
You know what I think it is? It's the Cordae effect.
I didn't like this before.
No. I'm saying now, like how people, like you say, you don't get why people liked it back then.
Yeah.
How people feel about Cordae is probably how they felt about this project. But this was on a way bigger scale and level.
Nah, I ain't like this, bro. It was nothing. Get Off My D, Fire Squad,
I'm so
Tell
half and
Two
half on that
Square,
song.
Saint Tropez, Wet Dreams, apparently Love Yours. Doom, doom, doom.
I hate Note to
Love
Myself.
Yours.
I hate Note to Self and how long
Note to
it
Self,
is.
like, shut up, man. Shouting out everybody. Do your thing, whatever. Man, get out of here. I do not like this album, bro. This is a snooze fest.
So, B, what do you like from this album?
03 Adolescence. That's it. Because I like the storytelling. It was cool little introspective track about, oh, man, I want to be like you. Nah, man, I want to be like you. You the good kid. I was like, cool. That's only track I enjoyed. Only one I still like on here. Everything else is like, I don't like it. I don't like this album. I tried my best to like this album. I used to keep my opinion about this album, but now I'm just straight up. I do not like this album, bro. I don't know why. I don't, like, usually like, I can understand. I just don't understand why people like this album. And they called it a classic. I'm like, for what? It's not a classic.
One, cultural impact.
What impact on the culture it had?
Everybody loved this album when it came out, B.
I don't know how.
B, imagine how, I hate to say this. I know you're going to kill me for this, but you got to let me cook. You know how you love Blue in that one album? Dang, Below the Heavens?
Yeah, I love that album.
This is everybody's Below the Heavens on the mainstream level. That's what this is.
Can't be, bro.
It's almost like a coming of age story, except it doesn't have enough of those story elements. That's more so Born Sinner, but this is this album right there. And the fact of, oh, it's a mainstream rapper in the mainstream. He self-produced this. He wrote this. Bro, he
There's
got all
other
these
producers
songs,
on
no
here.
features.
There's other producers on here.
Yeah, but his head
Illmind on here.
B.
Without Cole.
You gotta think about everybody's view on the album back then.
Got Vinyls on here. Willie B. Come on, man. This album is like mid, bro. At best, I don't like. It's not good to me, bro. It's
I think the
nothing on here
album's
that's
good.
It's not good to me.
I think the album's good.
It's not good.
The
To me.
album is good.
Not to me.
I think this is a good rap project.
I don't like this, bro. I just don't like it. I don't know why. I just don't like it. Well, I do know why.
So do you like the production on it?
I don't care for the production, bro. Nothing on here.
Do you like J. Cole production in general?
Him producing some stuff, but not all. It's the Big Crit effect.
Well, hey.
Man, it's too many. Man, get your hand out the pot. Sometimes let somebody else do something. Put some seasoning in there. You don't gotta cook
Well, he did
everything
that with
yourself.
Off Season.
And I like All Season. It's probably my favorite J. Cole album.
Born Sinner.
It's okay.
Born Sinner's good.
It's okay.
Born Sinner's
I
good.
feel like it's better than this.
I agree.
Yeah.
I had to come around to that. I apologize, PK, because I remember when I killed you for Born Sinner. I was like, dog, you like that Born album? I'm like, bro, get out of here. 2014 Forest Hills Drive all day, every day.
I still got that Nova comic book cover of Born Center. Nova?
Oh,
Yeah,
the
I still
comic.
got
Oh,
that.
yeah. The Nova Corps.
It's somewhere. I got that.
But so you didn't like Tale of Two Cities?
No.
Yeah.
That's not my thing. I felt like he was biting Drake on that whole like when he
Worst
was doing
behavior?
worst behavior stuff during that 2014. What they call it? If you read this too late around that time, that was around the same year.
No, this was nothing was the same. Worst behavior.
Oh, worst behavior.
Off Nothing Was the Same.
Oh,
That's 2013.
yeah, it's 2013. Yeah, that was around this time, huh?
Yeah, this came out 2014 at the end of the year.
Yeah, and then Read This Too Late was 2015, right? Yeah, but I didn't like this stuff, bro. I didn't feel it. I didn't understand why the culture was feeling this.
Did you feel like he was lyrically there, B?
No, it felt all base level, bro. He wasn't hungry no more than me. I think he was just he wasn't trying to be like a top crazy rapper. He was trying to tell a story. He was trying to like connect with people.
And see, I always kept thinking to myself, looking back, I'm like, oh, this is like J. Cole's coming of age story. Then I started actually going through the tracks. I'm like, no, this isn't.
Yeah.
Because when we go through the actual track list itself, January 28th, where you want to be, whatever. Wet Dreams, kind of storytelling.
Yeah, but it's old.
03 Adolescence, storytelling. A Tale of Two Cities, kind of storytelling. But it's kind of telling you like where he's from and what he would have to do. Fire Squad is him on his rapidy rap, I'm the best rapper thing. I do like that track, but there was nothing to prove to me that you were the best rapper, especially looking back at it. And then you talking about get the crown for Jermaine, Lane. The person that wants the crown is just seeking power because they're insecure. And I'm just like,
Man, get up out of here.
okay. And then we got Saint Tropez where he tries to do the vibey track, which I guess like, hey, that was his first time doing the vibey track, B. What is it? To smoke away. Saint Tropez. You didn't like that, B?
I don't know why this album did nothing for me.
You didn't
bro.
like G.O.M.B.?
Get off my no.
See, to me, there's parts I like.
No.
Like, I like the bass drop.
B,
I'm like, okay.
I like one song on here, bro. It's nothing I liked in there. No such
You don't-
thing. No such thing.
You don't like No Role Models?
No, I hated that
Rest in
song.
peace, Uncle Phil.
I
like
people-
that song. It's
I don't
catchy.
like that. I don't like that.
I love that song. Hello, I could do without. Hello. You don't like that?
B, I don't like nothing but 03 adolescents on this project.
Nothing better than life that's better than yours.
No
Love
such
yours?
thing. No.
To me, this looking back at this is the what's that song off of Cricket Smile? This is like the Cricket Smile.
Oh, Born
of this album.
Sinner?
Yeah. Run away, run away.
I hated that song, boy.
I hated that too. That's why I hated the album. That song and Power Trip. I hated that album because of those two songs. I loved everything else on the album though, which is weird. I don't know why I hated that album.
Note
back
to
then.
self, J. Cole is just Logic on steroids. All they do is try to copy people. All they do is
Who
mimic.
did he copy on this B?
Bro, he did it already on the freaking warm up. You know what he doing? The whole
Oh, copy
Kanye,
himself.
the whole and it's what's it?
Oh,
And we rock and
Last Call.
Last call. That's all
Last
you
call
doing.
for alcohol.
Note to self.
Yeah.
Last call, note to self, same stuff. Hey man, I'm ready. Hey, so and so, bro. I know y'all doing this, man. Hey, I'm ready looking for. I don't even know who he was talking about. Them boys nowhere to be
He
found.
said something
now.
about Eve
It's
on
10.
there.
It's 10 years later now. I know that.
This is when he mentions Drake and Kendrick.
Yeah, bro. He mentioned them on. He mentioned them on some
beginning,
on some
on the intro.
songs. Drizzy and Kenny. I'm like, bro. They don't even mention you in their songs, bro. Kendrick mentioned you probably once, and that was in the Control verse. Drake probably only mentioned you once.
Drake gave him his hit beat.
J. Cole, man, get out of here, bro. You a glorified D-Rider, bro.
So, what would you rate this album be if you had to give it a rating?
5 out of 10.
I'd give it at least a 7.
5 out of 10.
I'd give it a 7 out of 10.
5 out of 10.
Because I think, and I'm glad now, J. Cole can rap better. He still doesn't do anything crazy or over my head type stuff where I'm just like, oh, I didn't get that. Like, I got to look that up. He doesn't do anything of that. He still does the same thing that I said earlier in this year. He raps in full sentences. That's all it is. He can fool you with the rapping in full sentences and the bravado that he gives you with the rapping. It makes it sound so confident. You be like, oh, he's spitting, bro. And then I hate the fact of the way he started doing this and then what led to For Your Eyes Only. It gave us that pretentious Cole fan where they was like, what about this song? The way he's rapping, the message that he's giving you? I'm like, yeah, but that's not great rapping. I'm like, you just rapping from a different perspective. I've heard that on other songs. I'm sorry, but because I remember I had an argument with someone on our TikTok for that. And I'm just like, dude, like this, like J. Cole, like I'm like, he's not. It's not as crazy as you think. I'm getting everything he's saying.
This album just don't connect with your boy. It don't connect with me, man.
For me, it connected with me back then. Now I'm just like, ooh, like I don't want to go back to this.
I tried to connect. This is when I actually gave up on Cole, bro. I tried.
I gave up on Cole with Born Sinner almost, and I came back with this. Then I regained up on him with For Your Eyes Only and KOD.
Bro.
I'm trying to convince him, guys. I'm sorry.
I don't like this album.
To me, the album has went down over my years. It's not a bad album. I think it is overhyped though now. But the moment, I love the moment.
I don't even understand the moment, bro. I was missing the moment.
I was like, yes, Cole is there. Cole is there.
I was missing the moment.
And
bro.
now I'm just like, especially after binging all his projects earlier this year, I'm like, this top 5 Cole. Like this not number 1 like I thought it was. And it's crazy because the more his mixtapes started coming out, the less I started putting this on the rankings. I'm like, F. I'm like, if the mixtapes ain't came out, I would have had you higher. I'm like, but now that the mixtapes is out, Friday Night Lights is number 1. Born Sinner is number 2. Number 3, I gotta remember everything in his discography.
Bro, the album cover is more iconic
3
than this
off
album,
season.
bro. Get this album out
4.
of here.
No. Dang, what's the?
What you got? Off season, the Born Sinner off season?
No. The first one I got is
Friday Night Lights, warm
Friday
up.
Night Lights, not warm ups. Friday nights. Born Center, the warm up, off season, then this.
Yeah. I don't even
Everything else,
bro. I don't even gotta
get
rank.
outta here.
I don't even want to rank people discographies, bro. Like this is just not good. It's just not good to me.
I think this is good.
5 out of 10.
It's a
Cook him,
good
he's
standard
done.
rap album.
Get him out of here.
This is a good
stab
standard
him
rap
and bag
album.
him.
No, he wasn't doing better than My Boy that came out this year. Definitely wasn't doing better than that.
Went to my Freddie?
No, Crit.
Oh.
Crit came out that year. Don't you say nothing blasphemous.
I'm not saying nothing. I'm just saying, bro. This I don't know. The album cover more iconic than this album, bro. Get it out of here.
I'm sorry, Cole, but he's done with you.
I'm
Well,
not
he's
done
with
with
this
him. I
album,
just don't.
this
I
album.
don't. I never liked this album. I never liked it. And all you,
Say it.
You
B.
got to bleep me out. All you sucks out here that all y'all want to do is hug on cold nuts. Do y'all thing, bro. I ain't no nut hugger. I don't hug no artist nuts. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need to just relax, and y'all gonna see this, and y'all gonna cry and be like, "Oh my God, he don't have a job. He's a bum. All he do is podcast. I hope your podcast work out and all this type of crap, bro." I don't like this album, and I remember going back and forth with people in Reddit back in the day, on freaking Twitter back in the day, on freaking anywhere I can discuss music on a board back in school when I was still going to school for music, bro. All y'all, man, I just don't like this album, and y'all can eat one. I don't care. This album is not good to me. 5 out of 10, and I'm being nice.
What is your mean score?
How many tracks is this? 13. 1 from 13. 1 out of 10. Get me out of here, bro. 1 out of 10. 1 out of 13. Whatever you want to call it. This is not. I don't like this album, bro. I don't know why. I just don't. This is his worst album. Nah, look, nah. What's got
For Your Eyes
is boy was trying to be mad emotional on that boy.
Come on, B, you didn't want to fold
But-
clothes?
Neighbors is a doper song than
I
anything
think
on
the
here.
neighbors think I'm selling dope.
I like Neighbors. I don't know. I like
Neighbors
that
is
song.
good. But yeah, I don't like that album overall.
Oh,
I think it's a
overall,
lot of
nah.
pretentiousness. I think the actual atmosphere surrounding the album itself with the fans of it, they be having that as top number one Cole, and I'm like, did we listen to the same
One of the
album?
little homies on Instagram, bro, we used to be going at it about that album, boy. Bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I made a killing off that album because it stopped. They didn't press no more of them around the time during the pandemic. I bought up like I don't know how many, bro. I was flipping them for like $150. Yeah, well, I made killing. Thanks,
Jeez.
Cole.
That's the only reason you like that album because of the sales.
Hey, bro, went right into my 401k. You funded my retirement.
Boy. But that's about it for 2014 Forest Hills Drive, or as he would call it, 2014 Snooze Hills Drive.
Yeah, born.
Let us know what you think about that album
Boring.
down in the comment section down below.
Man, shout out to Beyond Beats and Culture.